You got Meek Mill. He out here talking about he want to drop an album on Cash App because he's only getting what?
Another artist is blackballed, allegedly.
Yeah, yeah. Apparently, he's only getting uh $100 per 1,000 streams. What do you say? $1 per 1,000 streams. Like, um, again, let me tell you something. When the record labels, well, I ain't gonna say the record labels, the record execs switch from hard copies to streaming, that was just their way of really controlling this thing. You're not going to get, that independent artist that really made a name for himself selling CDs out the trunk of his car. We heard that story millions of times, especially with the down south rappers like Master P and 3 6 Mafia. They really can control somebody's career now. Because
Now they've been able to control someone's career. That's before streaming. Shit.
yeah,
The
yeah,
one
yeah.
dude, the
But
one dude that said
it's even worse
he
now.
took his daughter to college off of DMX's shit. It's been happening.
Yeah, but it's even worse now because at least back in the day when you could get hot, you can get hot on the streets, you can get hot underground, and you could take your CDs, burn them out, and go to. There was a guy up here in Upper Darby by the name of Dan, little Chinese guy.
Mm-hmm.
He had a little corner store where he sold bread, he sold eggs, he even sold beer, but he was selling bootleg CDs by the boatload. And it wasn't like he was bootlegging their stuff. No, you would see a Meek Mill come in there and drop 10,000 CDs on him. Each of them go for $5. You keep two, and you send us three on every one that you sell. They was doing business like hand in hand, and that was where he dropped the flamers. I was there. My little cousin Mo.
But look at it. Like, wouldn't you think that is better though now, since he has a bigger platform and shit? And look, back then, if you just print out a couple CDs and shit, the niggas only selling it to like the tri-state area. Now this nigga got the reach to the whole world via the internet, via streaming.
Well, here's the thing though, right? If you got an album, you put it on Spotify, you put it on iTunes, who controls that?
I ain't gonna.
The machine. The machine still controls that. So
1%.
Right. So you might think that people are streaming your album at a record pace, but in reality, they could slow those numbers down.
No, look, I'm saying like it's the same as like the mixtape shit. Like how, all right, look, you can have the MP3 file, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you could like post like the preview on like your Instagram, which has 4.2 million followers and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then whoever wants to buy, email it to them and shit, email the MP3 file for the Cash App and shit like that. The same as selling, the CDs printed up and shit, but selling the CDs printed up, like that's footwork. Like without the internet, like you can only your market is limited to your surroundings. With the internet, that's what I'm saying. It will be easier now.
Oh yeah, it will be easier now. It will be easier now. I mean, that's why he's coming up with that idea. I was speaking on the idea of, because people really thought that they were getting the freedom to distribute their own music because you had these streaming platforms like iTunes, Spotify, Apple, Facebook, Instagram. Like they never had this before. They never. You had to really wait for the record label to announce that your album was dropping. You really don't need to be signed to a major label if you just want to distribute your music. You really don't. But now the way that they got the game sewn up, you got to fuck with Rock Nation and Live Nation if you want to do those big shows at these big arenas because they got that sewn up. You know, the music industry was never designed for you to be independent. You got to be with somebody that's going to put you out there. I remember back in the day, it's coming out now, and it wasn't no secret back then, but you actually had to spend damn near $250,000 for your song to break on the radio.
For real, the only way for real, niggas could do that shit independently is if they start off going through the industry first and just backdoor that bitch. Like you on some Kanye shit, like you start off like in the industry, then you just like where Kanye's at right now, give this nigga like five years. Like now that he's banned from all the like the industry shit that's owned by the 1%, and this nigga gotta start his own shit, and he already has the knowledge from going through they shit. He could start his own Adidas and shit. Like you get what I'm saying? Like his own Rock Nation and shit. So then like niggas could truly be independent type shit. But
right. But I mean, the problem that I always saw with the music industry was the fact that they really like made like their little fraternities, and you really won't get the really like put your foot in the door unless you was fucking with somebody. You know, I seen motherfuckers had some hot shit, I mean just fire, but they had beef with like Cosmic Kev, and he wouldn't give them no spin on Power 99. You couldn't get not one radio spin. So when 100.3 The Beat came out and Kobe Cole was over there, you had some cats that was smart enough. Like, I'm telling the story in reverse, but I remember Beanie Siegel had problems with Kobe Cole, who was the program director over at 100.3 The Beat. So what he did was he went to Cosmic Kev over at Power 99, and he would give him all the exclusive shit. So that made Cosmic Kev and Power 99 seem like they was the motherfuckers. So Beans was clever enough to play them against each other. You know what I'm saying? But if it's all just one situation monopolizing everything, you really can't play that game. You can't say, all right, well, if you're not fucking with me, I'm gonna go over there. It's nowhere to go. You gotta fuck with me. So what I see now, it's even harder now.
well, look, that's what I'm saying. Like now with the internet, since niggas now have the power to build their own fan base, like of millions of people, like outside their own state, outside their own hometown and shit, just from their phone. Instead of niggas because that's when the labels really sign you. The labels don't sign you till you got millions of views and shit already. So it's like instead of niggas just being like, damn, I'm popping now. The label just offered me like $250,000 such and such. I'm assigned to them and take my shit farther. That's where niggas fuck up. They think it is gonna take you further because they already had those connects. But if you just continue to do that groundwork yourself and build your own shit and just you just gotta continue to stay independent. Just own your own shit. So then you can build because once you sign, that's when you get caught up.
Right. And I understand, I get it. Some
but
people
like I guess where you coming from is like promotion wise and shit. Cause like if you do stay independent and you don't fuck with a label at a certain point in time, you're not gonna be able to do like I don't know for a fact to say like a Rolling Loud and shit because you ain't signed and you ain't had that connect yet, but shit. But that's what I'm saying. If your fan base is big enough to where you done built that shit to a couple million people, fuck Rolling Loud. You can do your own venue that's bigger than the Rolling Loud. How Travis Scott did his Astro World and shit. You can do your own venue that's bigger than the Rolling Loud. That's what I'm saying. Like you can start your own shit to where you don't need that shit. Like niggas gotta get out the mindset of like we get like niggas get popping from the power that we give them. You know what I'm saying? Like if we continue to give them the power, like damn. We can't do shit without the support from these niggas. If niggas is fucking with you, niggas is fucking with you. They gonna fuck with you over here. They gonna fuck with you over there.
Right. Well, there was some
really, like, we as artists gotta start taking more confidence as our own shit and stop giving the label so much power and being like, damn, I could if a million people fuck with me and a million people's my fans, I can do a venue myself, man. Fuck Rolling Loud. I don't need the piece. I don't know.
Well, look, there's been some independent artists that made, millions of dollars. You think about Tech Nine, you think about Mac Miller. There's others also, but I think for the most part, when dudes go to these major labels and the labels know it, they like the attention. Just like here on social media, attention and clout has taken over the currency. I mean, a dude would
But if your
be
attention and clout is built up from the support of a machine, is it real attention and clout? Because look, that's what niggas are saying about the baby. They saying now that he's been quote unquote blackballed and he don't got the support, his real numbers is showing. It's not that a nigga blackball, it's just his real numbers is showing.
right. Their real numbers is showing, but again, all right. So you would
So if
you
he would have never got that support and just continued to build his genuine fan base by himself, don't you think he might have been in a better position?
Yeah, he would have. But again, the
That's
clout
what I'm
and the
saying. Niggas is
attention,
giving the power to the labels.
right?
Never signed that deal.
Because the label gives them more than the money. The labels give them the appearances on 107. Well, I'm talking,
At
past
time,
terms.
at the time.
Even now though, look at what Whack 100 does. I don't think his artist is making a killing as far as their music, but what he does is he keeps their name out there. They get the views on social media. They get all the attention and all the headlines on social media
because they got their own brand on the side. They building that brand,
right?
So even if the label stop fucking with them today, they still got their own brand. That's why at the end of the day, if you really look at it, it's like, nigga, I should have just stuck with my own brand. If I'm putting 50% into this and 50% of building my own brand on the side, I should just put 100% in building my own brand at the whole time.
But a lot of the artists don't think
because they ain't got the confidence. They don't believe in their own self.
They don't. But again,
and that's what's fucking them up. That's why we keep getting trapped by labels, because we giving them the power.
They giving them the power.
They connections will not be as strong. Look, if everybody, because their fan bases is built off the artists that's assigned to them. If all them niggas tell they fucking fan bases, look, we ain't fucking with them niggas no more. And all they got is the niggas in the offices that don't got no talent. All they can do is just type up contracts and shit. Who the fuck gonna listen to them? We giving them the power.
But again,
artists is giving them the power and fucking up the game. Now that we really know the knowledge and shit, we might as well just shit. It's in front of us now. Shit, start our own shit.
But you gotta know the game though. Shit. You gotta know the game. You gotta know the game though. See the game. The game is this. This is the game, right?
That's why I said earlier, backdoor the industry.
Everybody.
Go to the industry first, then you know what I mean? Yeah.
But everybody in the machine's eyes is replaceable. That's something that people got to understand. Like, they purposely have situations where they know somebody hot. They know somebody down in North Philly that's hot as fucking fish grease. They know he fire, but they're gonna leave him on it like, he ain't making no noise right now. Then when Meek Mill or somebody pissed them off, they'll go and snatch him up. Talent in them up. It's so much talent out here, bro. It's so much talent in all these little small cities: Chicago, Baltimore, DC, Detroit, Philly, New York.
Yeah, but look, what happens when they snatch them up? Because look, what you're describing right now is the industry plan. They snatch up a nigga that sound like a nigga that's already popping. We already know how those careers go. They last like 1-2 years. That's what I'm saying. Niggas gotta stand on their own shit.
But
it's
again,
gonna take longer. It's gonna take long, and that's what be fucking. It's gonna take longer. But if you stand on your own shit at the end of the day, 10 to maybe even 20 years from now, that shit's gonna be like bigger than what it would have been if you would have took that deal.
The machine.
Give me one nigga that took a deal that's bigger than. Well, no, I ain't even gonna say that because
Drake. I mean, but again, Drake hasn't pissed him off yet. But I'm telling you, the machine thinks out with the old and with the new. They could replace any of these dudes. They could replace them at any time, bro. Anytime. You know what I'm saying? It's motherfuckers they haven't signed. They haven't signed. They haven't given even shed a spotlight.
That's
Don't
why
talk
niggas
about
shouldn't even jump into that game, like, cause at the rap's gonna always be a young nigga sport. So don't even jump
right,
into that shit. Like,
right,
if the new
right, right,
generation just continues to stand on their own shit, that's what I'm saying.
right.
A couple generations from now, them old record industries that was running shit, it's not gonna have no power because they're not gonna be tapped in with the streets. They're not gonna have powerful artists. So no matter how much fluff they put into the shit, it's just not going to pop.
But that's you know what that's going to take. That's going to take everybody
It's going to
doing it.
take time and generations and people to really stand on their shit. But
Yeah,
since
but
but niggas
everybody
know
got to
that shit
stand
now.
on it though. Everybody got to stand on it though because, all right, take. I'm gonna give you an example. If let's say the 10 hottest niggas from Philly, 10 hottest niggas from Philly is holding out. Ain't no, we ain't fucking with y'all. We ain't fucking with y'all, right? We ain't
But
fucking
I
with
think
y'all.
that's what's starting to happen now because niggas is starting to peak. Like,
No, I'm no. Let me give you the example. I'm gonna give you the perfect example. 2007 headshots. Uh, What was the other motherfuckers? All them Philly niggas. Meek Mill, Joey Jihad, NH, Quilly Mill, Frank with the Gippers. All the motherfuckers was hot as fish grease. And to be honest with you, Meek Mill was probably he wasn't hotter than Quilly, right? All them little niggas, headshots, spitters, all the motherfuckers. They taking the internet, the DVD game by storm. Only thing they had to do, only thing T.I. came down here, he got Meek Mill, and everybody else was just left behind, bro. Everybody else was left behind. And it only took them to take one cat, one dude, Meek Mill, to change the landscape of the whole situation, bro. Now, again, everybody could be on what you're saying, standing tall, not fucking with the
but
labels.
look, this is what I'm saying with the internet. Now, I'm saying, look, now is the time that we can do that shit. Because now, back
You could have
then,
did it back
2007,
then.
before the internet, prior to the internet, niggas couldn't do that
No,
shit.
no,
You
no, no.
couldn't.
The internet, no, the social media and the internet was out back then.
Not
That's how they got their name. They all got their name through YouTube and Big Star. Big Star was taking these niggas everywhere to rap, bro. Reed Dot. Meek Mill said it himself. Reed Dollars was up 3-1 on everybody, bro. Everybody thought Reed Dollars was the next big thing coming out of Philly. You know what I'm saying? Meek Mill couldn't come close to Reed Dollars. But what
Look,
happened?
I'm saying, like, look, back then, like, niggas, all right, the internet isn't what it is now, and niggas didn't have the knowledge about the rap game that they know now. Like, look, you gotta think about it. I'm an average nigga that's not signed to no label or none of that shit. But either me and you having a conversation that we know and know this much information in this time period, that's what I'm saying. Like, now is the perfect time for niggas to do that shit. Niggas couldn't do that shit like 2-3 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. Like,
Now, listen. Now, back then,
and
it
that's
was
what I
all
think
it was
niggas
all
is
the
starting to
perfect
do
time,
now. Like, you starting to see like Meek selling his shit independently because he
right?
peaked that shit. You starting to see like other niggas has been blackballed starting to try to sell their shit independently. Like, niggas is
Mhm.
starting to peak now. It's the revolution now.
So let me ask you this question, right? Everybody stick together.
Yeah.
Everybody stick together. Everybody stick to their guns. We independent. Fuck these major labels. One of these major labels go out there and snatch one nigga and shoot him to the moon. His numbers is through the roof. His money. He's getting money. He fucking all the bitches. How many motherfuckers you think is going to still stand tall and not jump at the first thing smoking? Be honest.
Yeah.
That's how they play them. That's how they playing them. You know what I'm saying? Look at this, right? Tekashi 6ix9ine. Perfect. You just said it. When they do that, they use a plant. They use a plant. They get this dude. Apparently, he out here buying bitches Birkin bags.
But look what happened though. Where is he at now?
He buying bitches Birkin bags.
Yeah, I mean, but what is that doing like in the industry wise? Like niggas not selling shit.
Again, they're not selling shit, but the optics of it.
But look, this is what I'm saying. Like that nigga can't go and like if Rolling Loud ban him,
he
right
can't
now,
do. He
if
can't
Rolling
do a
Loud
show.
blackball him right now and say you can't perform. That nigga can't go and do his own Rolling Loud because he ain't got that organic fan base. That nigga can't.
Right.
That's
he
what
can't.
I'm saying. Like if niggas stick to their own shit, stand on their own shit, build their own shit, it's gonna take time though. Like that's
listen. I got one better for you. This motherfucker, even if this motherfucker, he can't even. I don't think this motherfucker could sell out the Lear Center. If they was to announce the Tekashi 6ix9ine show coming to Philly, it'd have to be at a fucking club or something, bro.
But look, that's what I'm saying. Pete, that's what I'm saying. Back then, since niggas were so blinded to the game, the industry plant could do some fuck shit. It could get covered up by the media team, and they could he could still run the game type shit. Now since niggas is building their own shit, niggas is starting to peak more shit now with the internet exposing more shit and shit like that. An industry plant's not going to be as effective as it was back then. So now niggas that really got that organic shit to do their own shit, and that's why in order for niggas to build their own shit, niggas have to leave the label and leave that backup. And at first, niggas ain't gonna want to do that because it's gonna fuck up their pockets. But if everybody just do that for a while, it's going to stick because eventually when everybody leave the label and there's no real organic talent there and nothing but industry plants, it's all going to be the same thing. The whole label's just going to crash and fall like all the industry plants careers normally do, crash and fall. Then they going to be niggas just, they're going to
find another. Then they're going to find another one. I'm telling, bro. Again, I agree with everything you're saying. I see that like that's really like the only way. Like how what you're saying is like really the only way that you really going to flip this thing. But the problem is
right now it's not like that yet. They got labels with some industry plants and some organic talent, but once them labels is full industry plants and no organic talent, that's when the change is going to happen.
No. What I'm saying is this, right? What you're saying is the blueprint to how to flip this shit. The problem is niggas always
ain't going to do that shit.
Niggas jump at niggas buck. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like when they see some shit.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah. When niggas see some shit popping.
But it's harder than it sounds.
Yeah, because when niggas see some shit pop, niggas is followers. When niggas see some shit popping, and they'll sit back there and be like, yo, I'm working hard. I got my shit going on. How is this motherfucker out here buying Birkin bags for bitches?
I hear you. I'm just saying that's the answer.
No, I know that's the answer.
That's if niggas really want that shit to flip, that's the answer. But it's harder than it sounds. Niggas ain't gonna do it.
And the saddest part is the labels know this shit. They know this shit. They know that yo, if these motherfuckers just completely shun us, we're fucked. That makes them work 10 times harder to find the next nigga that's willing to sell everything out. Be like, yo, look, bro.
That's why they didn't. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's different now because that's why it was certain industry seekers that niggas didn't let out. Niggas didn't let the world know. But a lot of them industry seekers that was valuable to keeping niggas from having that leverage or even being able to know they can build that leverage is out now. That's what changed the game. That's what's really changing the game too, because niggas know now.
But even with it being out, again, Kanye didn't need Adidas. He didn't need Gap. He didn't need none of them.
He didn't know, but that's what I'm saying. To give Kanye 5 years, because now Kanye know. Now the shit's gonna be crazy. Now the change is happening. He's gonna build his own shit, and it's gonna be crazy because Kanye got that organic fan base. Like it's gonna take a Kanye to do this shit.
All right, but here's the problem, though. Right? Here's the problem. Right? What's gonna happen when Adidas brings in Drake? You see what I'm saying? It's like yo, how the fuck like then you're gonna have
though, you know what the problem really is? until everyone really gets woke on this shit, it's going to be
Yeah,
hard because
yeah,
it's easy to blind niggas that don't know.
yeah, yeah. Everybody. That's what I'm saying. Everybody gotta say fuck them. It can't be a situation where
No,
Kanye.
I'm not just saying artists, the fans too. Because if
Yeah,
the
yeah,
fans don't know the game too, it's easy
yeah.
for them to. If a fan can't tell the difference between the industry playing and shit, it
Hmm.
that's gonna make it hard too. Because
Right,
they don't know the game for real,
because
for real. So,
because all right, because if Adidas goes out and gets a Drake and they say, all right, we're gonna do the Drake thing, the Drake sneakers,
but
then
that's
you're
what I'm
gonna
saying
have,
too.
no,
Drake,
no,
but
hold on,
Drake
hold
is
on, hold on,
organic though.
hold on, hold on.
Drake
Let
is
me finish.
organic.
Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish though, right? So Adidas comes out and gets a Drake, even though Drake don't need Adidas. Drake could go out and start his own shoe, but for whatever reason, Adidas wants to throw him millions of dollars. He signs a shoe deal with Adidas. Then you got Dickie and Ass Academic and all of the Drake stands. Oh yeah, these sneakers they probably trash, but just because Drake name is on it, they're gonna jump at it, right? And of course they're gonna do that to shit on Kanye. You know what I'm saying?
But see that,
Only
but that's what
only
I'm saying. Drake is organic though, so in order for it to work, Drake would have to be on the Kanye side too.
but
It's
what I'm
going to
saying
take
is this.
time.
What I'm
Drake's
saying
going to
is
get
this
fucked
though.
over eventually too. The
Right,
industry
right,
is going
right.
to put keyword what you said earlier. Drake ain't piss him off yet. Drake's going to piss him off eventually. Everyone pisses him off, and
But
he's going to be
again,
on the Kanye side too. And then that's
but
when
but when he
everybody
do
got to get to that side.
no, when he do that, they just gonna find somebody else to do it. Again, what I'm trying to say is this: when they do that, and everybody, instead of everybody saying yeah, 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 let's get the new Drakes, be like,
But
nah,
see,
we ain't fucking with that.
but no, but
Everybody
this
got
is
to
how
say
you
we ain't
counteract
fucking with
that
that.
though, because rap is a young nigga sport. They not gonna get an old head. They gonna get a young nigga. So if we keep on putting it to the mind of the new generation to own your shit, don't sign to the new labels, and they don't sign, they're gonna keep on having to get industry plans niggas that really ain't niggas. They gonna have to get they nieces and nephews and change their images and shit. And how much, no matter how much money is put behind them, how far you think their careers is gonna go?
Again, bro, like it.
That
It's a
that's what
revolving
I'm saying.
door.
Like it's a
It's a
lot
revol.
that has to happen for this to really work. Like niggas gotta leave the labels. Niggas got put into the new generation's head. Like don't sign on your own shit. Don't sign on your own shit. Cause we run the culture. If we continue to own our shit and not give our shit to them, that's giving them the power, giving our shit to them. If we don't give it to them, cause that's what I'm saying. Look, eventually Drake's gonna piss them off. Drake, even if he don't piss them off, Drake's not gonna be hot forever. The game is going to change. So them new generation of rappers and shit that's going to take over the game, if they all own their shit and the labels own none of them niggas, but they're the new hottest niggas, well, what is they going to do to compete with them? They'll get their nieces and nephews and shit and then change their image and put money behind them. It's not, they can't compete. So then that's when we're going to have the power. It's a lot of things that got to happen. But I hear what you're saying. It's hard. It's hard, but it's going to take time.
For
But I
every
think the things that's happening now is happening at the right time in a couple years is going to change. We got niggas like Kanye that's starting his own shit. A couple years later, he's putting. You got other niggas like Chance the Rapper and other niggas that own their own shit, putting it into the young niggas' head like own your shit, own your shit. Like a lot of niggas now is trying to own their shit. So that's a couple generations from now. Them niggas ain't gonna have no power.
for every Kanye West, there's a Jay-Z dude. I'm telling you. I just did a video when I explained how Dame Dash bought and Reebok went out and signed Jay-Z and gave him a shoe. They went out and signed Jay-Z and 50 Cent and gave them shoe deals.
No, you was
Like
right about that. It is always gonna be the ignorant nigga that is organic. That could do his own, but that's what I'm saying. That we gotta
that,
help each other out. We gotta
yeah,
if you peep that shit, you gotta help that nigga out and be like, look,
yeah.
lead these niggas.
That's how, but
But that's
that's
what's
how
starting
this
to
shit
happen
works.
now.
I mean, I'm telling you, dude, it's been happening. It's been dudes that tried to do. Irv Gotti, Jay Prince, Suge Knight. They tried to start their own distribution shit. Apparently, allegedly, Jay-Z went back and told Lyor Coins, and the feds came and knocked all three of them niggas down. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's something that, all right. So let me put it to you like this, right? If they was, because I'm gonna tell you what they'll do. Let's say everybody will say fuck all these major labels. Where you going to distribute your music through then? Are you just going to do it through a hard drive, your own website, and do it that way?
That's
Because
what
you
I'm.
can't,
Yes,
because
but
you
look,
can't, because you can't fuck with Spotify.
that's what I'm saying. It's gonna take time, but yes, that's how we got to start it. And then eventually, you're gonna get once we get that knowledge, like we have to build up our own platform. Spotify is just a website platform that is built that distributes music and shit. Like niggas, if niggas could just figure out that, not like, all right, everybody could just has to play a role. Like niggas, everybody can't be a rapper. Niggas gotta have the business people and shit like that to learn that shit, build that shit up. But look, I get what you're saying. It sounds easy because I can explain how the fuck we gotta do this shit all night. It sounds
But
it sounds easier. I'm just saying what niggas gotta do, but it's hard. Like at the end of the day, like you keep saying, niggas ain't gonna do that shit. It's hard.
no, it's not. It's not just about the
Like
niggas
niggas
doing
ain't
it.
like the labels got this shit so locked up. Like niggas
Yeah,
just it's. But I'm saying it's gonna take time, and I do see like I got hope because I'm seeing like some shit. Yeah, like.
Yeah, because again, right? If you're gonna say, all right, we ain't gonna fuck with the labels, we just gonna put our own shit on these platforms. What they gonna take
But look,
control of the platforms.
if all right, like how Kanye got the stem player. That's what I'm saying. At first, the stem player is not popping, but now that the nigga's banned, what do you think he's going to be putting his music on? The shit that he owns. So eventually, once the label keeps pissing off niggas like Meek Mills, the baby, like blackballing other people that organically the culture fucks with, they're gonna go to Kanye shit, which is owned by a nigga that's for the culture and the culture, and eventually the power is gonna come back to the culture. Cause eventually they're gonna piss off more people. That's what I'm saying. And that's what and with other people putting into the airs, like the new niggas like on your own shit. If all the old niggas that them got pissed off is on Kanye shit, and all the new niggas that is learning the game is owning their own shit, who's the label gonna have? But the industry plants that you keep bringing up. But that's what I'm saying. The industry plants ain't gonna go nowhere. What industry plant went somewhere?
What?
No,
Come on.
For real. Give me an industry plant that went somewhere. You can't say Drake is not an industry. Drake, his shit's organic at this point. Drake built that shit up from the grassy.
So,
I
young.
wouldn't say he's an industry plant. Someone like a Tekashi 6ix9ine. That's an industry plant. That nigga's not nowhere. He's not relevant.
Okay, Drake started out organically. He started out organically. I give you that. But you don't think that he's controlled now?
Yeah, he's controlled, but that's what I'm saying. He's controlled now, and we see how big he is now. But just imagine if Drake never did sign that deal, because Drake music was going to be fire no matter what. Like that's what I'm saying. Organic talent you can't deny. If that nigga it would have took longer for Drake to be what he is now, but it would have been more pop. He would have owned his shit. So that when he did get to the Drake he is now, that's not owned by them niggas. He could have been selling out his own shit and owning one like.
But how far do you think he would have got?
The niggas that own Drake is only powerful because they own Drake. If they didn't own Drake, then they wouldn't be powerful. But Drake, but if
you really just answered your own question
from the jump, like, look, I could, yeah.
You really just answered your own question, because if Drake kept his independence, I'm telling you right now, he wouldn't have got that far. He wouldn't have got that far. He would have been hot, but it's like a tree falling in the forest and nobody's around. Does it make a sound? That's how you telling me there ain't niggas out there hotter than Drake? It's probably hundreds of motherfuckers hotter than Drake that could put songs together. Drake had to go and get a nigga from Atlanta to help him with his shit.
Look, back to what I'm saying. Drake, all right, look, it's gonna take time. Look, you keep missing. If we put into the young niggas, right? Because Drake organically, you say he started off organically. If someone put into his head on your shit, right? But that's what I'm saying. We had to have been at the time we're at now because we didn't have, old heads that already owned their shit yet. We have old heads like Kanye and shit that got the stem player and shit that is pissed off by the industry, blackball from the industry, outside the industry, that's starting his own shit. So now the next Drake, right, before he does sign to whoever he signed to now, doesn't give them that power yet and gives it to another person in the culture, then the culture. No, never mind.
No, I mean,
I feel like I'm running in circles. I feel like I'm
yeah,
running
it's
in
a never,
circles.
yeah, it's really it's a never ending thing where we know what we got to do, but it's just sad that
We
it's
know what
really,
we got to
really
do, but
hard.
until we do it, it's not going to happen. Cause
It's really
that's what I'm
hard.
saying. Like, if them niggas would have owned they shit, like if all the legends that we have now would have owned they shit, and then like we would have had the nigga that already had like his own distribution company and shit set up. Like, all right, look, for example, what would you say was the class before Drake and shit? Like, who would you say is like the OGs before Drake?
Jay-Z.
All right, all right, if instead of what I see Jay-Z was doing, which I'm saying is going to take time. We have to get to this point. Now,
Jay-Z was doing what?
If Jay-Z would have had his own label, if he would have owned his own shit, like and just continued to build it up organically and never like signed to that shit, like if the labels would have pissed off Jay-Z and Jay-Z got blackballed, right? And Jay-Z was forced to start up his own distribution shit, like if he was forced to start Tidal years ago, right? And since he's blackballed from the label, you can only get a Jay-Z album from there, right? And Jay-Z just got blackballed at the height of his career, right? Where he's hot as shit. Like, that's what I'm saying, why it's different with Kanye, because Kanye was still hot while he got blackballed. Like, niggas look at Kanye as like God, the nigga called Yeezus. Like, so where he's at right now, where he's blackballed, like the nigga can do certain shit like than the average nigga that's got blackballed. So if Jay-Z would have got blackballed while he was at hottest fish grease, right? The hottest nigga out, right? At the height of his career, right? And he was forced to make Tidal, right, and put his music strictly on Tidal, right? By now, Tidal would have been up there with Spotify, and it would have been owned by a nigga in the culture that already done been fucked through the industry and shit, that already had that certain amount of game, right? So then, right, if them niggas would have gave Drake that game, like, don't own your own shit. So then by the time Drake owned his own shit, he could have been on his way to following the steps behind Jay-Z to be another nigga in the culture that owns his own shit. Or he could have signed with a nigga in the culture that owns his own shit. That's still, giving the power to the culture.
Have you ever heard of this saying? You just set the black man back 100 years. You ever heard of that?
No.
You never heard that? Like, yo, you just sent us back a few years. Like, you know what I'm saying? Jay-Z, Dame Dash, they had the blueprint. They had Rockefeller Records. They had Rockaware clothing line. They had They had all that shit sewn up. It took, you know what it took? Jay-Z sold out the company. Rockefeller went up for sale. Jay-Z became the president.
And niggas gave the industry back the power.
Exactly.
But
it's always going to be one. And he said, look, just like what you said, if Jay-Z set everything
but that's
back.
what I'm saying. We're at a different level now, because it's not Jay-Z now. It's Kanye now.
Is it Kanye or is it Drake?
I mean, you right. I can't say it is Drake, but I can't say it is Kanye.
Okay, so let's say
I don't know.
All right, so let's look at Drake. Drake is already
niggas is getting blackballed left and right.
Yeah,
they could get blackballed tomorrow.
All right, so Drake is already in pocket. He already in pocket.
But all it takes is for Drake to get, get blackballed, get banned, and then he on Kanye's side.
Yeah, then he on Kanye's side. But then who's next? You know what I'm saying?
Who's next?
Yeah, it's a revolving door. So
I'm asking you, who do you think would be next?
Who would they push next?
Because a lot of niggas, that's what I'm saying. A lot of niggas is starting their own shit. That's why the revolution is now. Like, a lot of the new niggas is starting they peeping the game, starting to try to own their own shit, or they're signed to a nigga that's in the culture. Because who do you think's the hottest besides Drake?
So, I'm not into now rap. You had to tell me that. Who's behind Drake? Dirt?
Yeah.
Okay, is
But
Dirk
yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
pocket?
You right. Dirk is signed to 300 ENT. But see, that's
Okay,
what I'm saying, nigga. It's going to take time because eventually all these artists is going to either fall off or get pissed off and blackballed. So if we keep putting it into the new generation to own their own shit, and hopefully the new generation continues to listen and everyone owns their own shit, and the old heads that are
what's
peeping
your
the
Gotti?
game,
What's your Gotti situation? Because he got a strong team over there. Is he
yeah,
signed? Is he signed, or is he like
I think his shit is under a major.
it's under a major?
Yeah,
It's again. It's like it's it got to
but see,
be
that's
some
what I'm
sort of
saying though.
light at the end of the
But look.
tunnel.
At the same time, we don't know niggas' hands. That because remember earlier I said either that or you got to backdoor the industry. These niggas might be backdooring the industry. We never know. Yo, Gotti might have some shit under his sleeve to where once he builds up his team using the support from the system, he puts
Does
CMG
he
into
have the
his own
strongest team?
hand.
Does he have the strongest team right now?
Yeah, his roster strong as shit. So now
He,
imagine that. Imagine that if Yo Gotti had some shit on his sleeve the whole time to where he could pull to where now he just owns CMG full out rightfully, and CMG is running the game at this point. The power is back to the culture because every young nigga's gonna want to sign to CMG, which is fully owned by a nigga in the
okay.
culture.
Okay.
We don't
So
know his hands. He might be trying
no,
to
no, no.
backdoor the
Listen,
industry
listen,
whole
listen,
time.
listen, listen, listen. We don't know his hand, but I'm gonna tell you. I'm just hear me out here. We don't know his hand. He could be trying to backdoor the industry, but here's the problem: they hold the trump card.
What's the trump card? They're gonna make a whole new CMG.
No, no. His name's coming up in this Young Dolph shit heavy.
Oh, but see, yeah, but
Because
see,
that's
that's
the
what
game. No,
Kanye
no,
was
no,
saying too. He
no,
was
no.
like,
Because that's the
that's
game.
what Kanye was.
That's the game they play. They'll like. I just did a show on it the other day. Suge Knight said it. Either they're going to take your money or they're going to take you away from the money.
You're
They
right.
could put you in jail. You know
You're
what I'm
right.
saying? They hold. What did Kanye say the other day? He said, "Yo, I'm the pussy that never killed nobody, so you can't fuck with me." You know what
Fact.
I'm saying?
But see,
So
that's what I'm saying. Look, it's
they'll
gonna
they'll they'll
take time.
they'll play that game. They'll play that game. They'll let you. Charlemagne the God. Charlemagne the God. He got to fall in line. That girl came out and said that he did all that to her. The only thing they got to do is press that button and say, yeah, same thing they did to R. Kelly. Press that button.
All right, look.
Same thing they did to Bill
Look at it
Cosby.
like
Press
this.
that button.
Look at it like this. 10 years ago, right, or like 20 years ago, the industry was like 100% non Kanye's and 0% Kanye's, right? Now, right, we have one Kanye in the industry, and like the rest is all non-Kanye niggas, right? As time goes on, it's going to be two Kanyes, three Kanye. Like it's going to take time, but eventually, it's going to be all like eventually that mindset is going to trickle down and expand. Like that's all I'm saying. Like that's the key. That's how it gotta happen. It's going to take time, and shit. That's it. I get what you're saying though. It's hard because they got the trump card, but it can happen.
But that right there shows you how dirty they are. That shows you how the vicious game
But I
they'll
mean, is
play.
that something new though? We all know that shit though.
Yeah, that's something,
That's
dude.
not surprising.
No, that's not surprising, but it's sad. It's sad
I mean, yeah,
because
it's sad,
it's
but
sad
shit. I
because
mean, is we gonna dwell on it being sad, or is it gonna be like, fuck it, nigga? We know what's going on. We know what's good. Now we gotta change that shit.
well again, like I said, Suge said they either gonna take the money or they're gonna take you away from the money. Suge Knight,
Yeah,
they were trying.
they could do that for the first generation. They could do
They
that for
was
the next
trying.
generation.
They was
But
trying to do their own
eventually,
distribution, and then they got knocked. Cosby tried to buy NBC. He gets knocked.
yeah.
OJ was larger than life. You know what I'm saying? They framed him. They tried to frame a murder on him. You know what I'm saying? Really,
It's a lot of shit that gotta happen, but
it's so
yeah.
fucked up. It's so fucked up. It's like they just got this shit sewn all the way up, and that's interesting too. That I thought about. I'm like, damn, Yo Gotti got a strong team over there, but his name just keep lingering with this Young Dolph situation. At any time, if they feel as though Young Gotti's getting too big, too powerful, they're gonna press that button. Same thing with Puff. Listen, they got a former LA, what was the dude? Greg Caden. He was apparently he was the leader of the federal task force into the Tupac and Biggie murder. In his book, he claims that Puff gave Keefe D, they were supposed to put out a hit on Tupac, right? Now, again, Puff never been charged for that situation, but according to the federal government that investigated that case, that's on paper. So at any time, they could press that button. At any time, they could press that Puff Daddy had something, and they got Keefe D on all these interviews with Vlad and all that. Bro, they taking testimony. They like, yeah, you know what? We could pull what they say. My shit been in coat check. They ain't pulled my coat yet. Anytime they could pull that coat, they could just pull that shit right. Like, whoop, give me that. Look, Jay-Z, fucking some shit. He was with Aaliyah at a, you know what I'm saying? Him and R. Kelly had some shit going on. Bro, they didn't pull whenever niggas do some shit, they could just pull that plug. But I don't like some of the shit that Kanye's saying, because some of it seems scripted to me a little bit. Like, this nigga, he acting a little bit. But there's a lot of game with what he's saying. When he say, I'm the pussy that never killed nobody, so they can't control me, there's a lot behind that, bro. There's a lot, because they got dirt on everybody. They got dirt. They got something on somebody. Look, and they can always press that button.
I feel like why the message with Kanye is so like weird is because, like, all right, it's like you know how like the nigga that was the biggest dope dealer on the block, just somehow that nigga a couple years later is the fiend riding a bicycle through the hood. Like the streets done fucked with this nigga so much, and this nigga done took so many drugs to keep his mind calm that he just went crazy. Like the nigga Kanye done seen so much shit in the industry and done learned so much shit, and then because you gotta think too, that's what I keep saying, to get to that point, you gotta, go through the industry, go through shit, learn shit, all that shit done fuck that nigga head up so much. The nigga is crazy as hell. So when you get that message from a nigga that's not fully there, it don't hit the same.
Do you think they got something on? You don't think they got nothing on Kanye?
I mean, shit, according to him, they don't. Shit, but I don't know. What do you think they could have? Okay,
I know his ex-girlfriend Amber Rose once came out and said he liked his butt fingered, and then she retracted it, right? She retracted that story.
The thing with Kanye though, I feel, because he said the shit for a reason. I feel like where the nigga at right now, and the nigga ain't, he know he crazy. He know he's saying some wild shit. The nigga probably don't give a fuck if some shit like that come out. Like,
no, he don't give a fuck.
Controversial shit, he
don't. Nobody. Listen, at some
like,
point,
I think where Kanye at right now, they be like, yeah, Kanye like sucking dick. Like Kanye like some, yeah, nigga, and he probably fuck around, make a song about that shit, get a t-shirt about that shit.
Bro, listen. Let me tell you, this is how they play, bro. I'm pretty sure they got tape. They got a video, they got pictures, they got all kinds of shit, bro. At some point, people get to that stage where they don't give a fuck, like you said.
Look, this is why I got so much confidence in Kanye though. Cause the nigga talking so heavy, it's like, come on, bro. It's like, and he got, like, he's not talking from a ignorant standpoint. Like, he's talking from a nigga that do got knowledge, that did try to, like, dibble and dabble in entrepreneurship and start his own shit outside of just music. Like, so the way he popping his shit, like, he might, I don't know, this might be the nigga that might have, like, not got shit on him, or if you do got some shit on him,
no, they got shit on him. No, they got, bro. No. Listen, in order for him, in order for him, how much money Kanye worth?
Shit, I don't think he worth that much no more.
No. He got money. That don't believe that bullshit.
Yeah, no, I'm not. No, I'm talking. I mean, us, the nigga still got money, but I'm saying, like, he ain't like millionaire Kanye no more. What? He probably like, I mean, not billionaire. He probably like millionaire Kanye,
Listen, if he got over 100 million, trust me, they got something on him. They got something on him, bro. You know what I'm saying? You just never know when they're
Bro,
gonna
that
play
nigga
that
confidence
card.
as hell. That nigga popping that shit like, yeah, nigga.
Look, yo,
I know
all
how
right,
y'all niggas play, but what y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna talk about how I got fingered in the ass and I like that? Like, bro, Kanye crazy too. Like,
bro,
but
there's
look. What if look crazy as hell? What if Kanye know that shit? Like what if he just playing crazy? So like when that shit do come out, it could just go along with his shit. Like, I don't know. I got faith. That nigga Kanye smart, man.
listen.
Cause
The
he's
Cosby
doing shit.
Show, the Cosby Show came out in the late 80s, right?
Yeah.
Cosby was America's favorite dad. They brought up charges of sexual assault on him back from the 70s. They had that shit on Cosby since the 70s. They waited for him to become America's favorite dad, become a multi-millionaire, billionaire, large enough to buy a fucking television network. And then they pressed the button on him, bro.
All right. So look, the answer to this, right? This is why I got faith too. Why ain't they press it yet? The nigga done exposed a lot of shit now.
They don't listen. Even he could
You
expose.
think they just pushing it off? It's like ain't no one believing that
Okay,
shit crazy.
okay. Let me ask you something. What does he expose that we don't already know? Exactly. He hasn't exposed anything that we don't already know. You know what I'm saying? The problem is he hasn't done something. He hasn't done anything for them to want to press that button. When Bill Cosby tried to get that motherfucking that network, okay, nah, he going too far now. You know what I'm saying? This is good for them. This is good publicity for them. You know how much money TMZ is making? How much the Kardashians, like, this is good for them. Kanye out here acting a fool.
I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? When Suge Knight and Irv Gotti and them was talking about starting up a distribution, okay, let's press this button now. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about what you say, it's about what you're trying to do. You know what I mean? They, trust me, they got something on him, and when he really wants to make a real power move, oh, they're gonna press that button, bro. And then that's when you're gonna hear about it. Now, he might not give a fuck, but the court of public opinion, the feds, the state, they probably give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's how vicious these motherfuckers is. This shit ain't no game.
No,
To them.
you true. You right. You right.
This shit ain't no game. That shit with Irv got that shit with Yo Gotti. Listen, he right
I
now.
mean, look, that's why I'm saying. I guess we just gotta let it play out. We just gotta wait and see.
Ask him how do you get into that satanic family? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, they talking about taking his kids away. Yo, these motherfuckers is fish. Like, this how dirty this shit is, bro. This shit ain't no game. It's really, and we ain't even going to get into to Sam Cooke and all of them, how they did them dirty. You know what I mean? Like when they tried to go out and get money. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened to Q. Think we lost him. Oh, here we go, right here. But yeah, it's all good. But come on, Kobe's helicopter just happened to crash behind Kardashian's backyard. Yo, 4 or 5 is
Look,
coming up with some real shit.
What y'all saying. I get what y'all saying. They did get a lot of people out the way, but that's why, like, who else done said. Well, no, because I don't know. I'm still young, so I'm probably not that up on niggas that might have said this much shit in the past and still living. But from what I know, it's not a lot of people that said this that exposed this much shit. And
again, what did he expose that we don't know? How many motherfuckers for years said that his mother was a sacrifice?
No, you're right. That's what I'm saying. I'm still young.
You know what I'm saying?
How many to me, this is new information, but I'm still young, nigga. So.
When Kanye first got admitted into that psych ward a few years ago, niggas was already saying like, oh, they trying to, you know what I'm saying, the Kardashians this, the Kardashian curse. Like, it's nothing that he really, we knew Boozy was accused of murder. We knew Meek Mill had legal. When Meek Mill got off of that 2-year sentence, that was the biggest publicity,
but look,
political bullshit I've ever seen in my life.
the people you describing though is people that done did murders or some shit or some heinous shit that niggas don't know about. So basically, from what I'm hearing, it's gonna take a square ass nigga with a squeaky clean and an image that they can't have nothing to tarnish his rep on.
Bill
What sound like a
Cosby,
Kanye ass
Bill
nigga.
Cosby, yo, Bill Cosby.
The nigga Kanye was never in the street, so he don't got no hidden bodies you know about.
Bill Cosby was a squeaky clean. He was America's dad. They used to get
Bill Cosby was a freaky nigga.
no. You only know that. You only know that because they pressed the button. Like I said,
Dog, look, I ain't even going to cap. Like before that, like just the way the nigga was talking, like he gave me creepy nigga vibes.
No. Listen. Compared to Richard Pryor, listen, he was like the complete opposite as far as comedian to Richard Pryor, not Red Fox, all them. He was the like the guy that mainstream wanted you to like. They didn't want you to like Richard Pryor. They didn't want you to like Red Fox. They didn't want you to love Eddie Murphy. They wanted you to love Bill Cosby. You know what I'm saying? OJ Simpson was
they had control over that nigga.
Bro, OJ Simpson was squeaky clean, bro. USC. The motherfucker thought he was white. OJ thought he was white. They treated him so well. He said, I'm not black, I'm OJ. You know what I'm saying? They treated them folks treated him so well that man thought he was white. But him sleeping with this white woman, this sex doll, they got him out of there. It's not about the squeaky clean image. It's not. Whenever you black and you want to make a power move, you want to put yourself in a position of power, they're gonna off with your head. You got to play that game all the way to the end. You can't just come out and say, oh, why you think niggas like Floyd Mayweather, he played the game. They say we not motherfuckers, like we're not gonna wear Gucci anymore. We're boycotting Gucci when they had that blackface turtleneck. Man, fucking Floyd Mayweather in the Gucci store, like I ain't buying that shit. Like
I keep saying, I feel you. Like this is gonna be a never ending conversation because it's like there's a way.
There is a way. There is a way.
But at the same time,
but they got it covered.
But it's hard, and basically to chalk it up is damn near impossible.
They got it covered. They got it covered. They could like you said, they either going to take your money or they're going to take you away from the money. These motherfuckers is that fucking vicious. At the end of the day, that's why I don't want to be famous. I don't really want to make no noise. I just, you just want to get your money and live your life. Get your money and live your life. I encourage these youngsters to become doctors, lawyers. You know what I'm saying? Some shit that they could probably never take away from them. You know what I mean? Because, dude, these motherfuckers don't play. They don't play. They could press that button and kill your shit at any time, bro. I've seen too many examples of it. Way too many examples of it. And it's not like, it's always the mean, the tough, or the killer that's going to bully their way through the situation. Suge Knight tried that already, and they set him all the way down. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Look, at the end of, like I keep saying, it's a way, but it's damn near impossible. So, but look, ignorance is bliss.
Yeah,
so, like,
it is.
Saying live your life. So I mean, fuck it. Like niggas know this shit.
It's kind of sad too. It's sad too that because you said here.
That's the fucked up part. Because it's like niggas know.
Yeah. Because you sat here and you not even signed, but you sat here and you explained how the shit can happen, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, wow, like it really could. But me knowing that they always gonna find a nigga to either buck and sell out. They're gonna find a nigga that's gonna buck and sell out. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how organic his shit was, how much of an organic following he got. When they put that money in front of them that they never seen in their life before, they're gonna jump at it.
Look, ignorance is bliss, because you're going the more knowledgeable you get, the deeper you get, you're going to turn into a Kanye. You're going to drive yourself crazy down there trying to fix this shit.
Right. That's
Or
the right. They drove that man fucking crazy.
fuck it, nigga, just live your life. It is what it is. I'm gonna get my little bread. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. And fuck it.
but why they just stay rich forever? You know what I'm
But that's why
saying?
ignorance is bliss. If you just don't even think about that shit,
Right.
nigga, you rich to yourself.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right. Like that. That's like that's what it feels like. It feels like that's the safest way to go about it. You know what I'm saying? See no evil, hear no evil, be no evil.
Before the internet, when it was only you and the competition up the street, and that nigga had 10, you had the dub, nigga, you rich. Fuck it.
Right, 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 right. It's sad, man. It is sad. There's some shit that I wish I didn't know. I wish I didn't know that. It's really like a, a break you in type situation. Like, you know, it's some shit we could talk about offline that I found out. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, oh man, it's so fucked up. And you think about the next generation, like you're saying, it takes time, and hopefully, if this nigga do it, that nigga do it, that nigga do it, eventually everybody's gonna do it. But when you see when you see how they do the
the
motherfuckers
the, the
that
rate
try,
that the rate of the growth is so
right,
small. It's like, damn, nigga,
yeah,
that's 50,000 generations.
yeah,
I heard
and
fuck
then
around not even be around no more.
right, and when you see the motherfuckers that break through, like yo, OJ broke through. Then he caught. You see like damn, Bill Cosby broke through. They got him out of there. Listen, Suge Knight, when he explained how um he reviewed Dr. Dre and all of their contracts when they was with NWA,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, yo, like you should be getting that. That's how he was able to get that fro started. It's like, who the fuck signed to that? You know what I'm saying? And then as soon as he breaks Jerry Heller and his whole grip on Ruthless Records, and he snatched all those brothers away from NWA and put them down with Death Row and Death Row. And before you know it, he go to Clinton Correctional Facility, get Tupac, bail him out of jail.
You know what this shit like for real, for real?
Mm-hmm.
It's like your first bully you had growing up. Like that the nigga, because he looked bigger than you, and he might be a grade above you or some shit. That's why you really scared of him, because you think like, damn, this nigga gonna fuck me up. Then that time that you finally swing back, that nigga stumbled, and you whoop his ass, and next thing you know, you realize like, damn, I was more powerful. Because I feel like once we finally make that change and we finally do turn the tables and we do start our own shit and run our own shit, we're like, damn, nigga, we had the coach on our hand the whole time. We could have been did this shit. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what? It's crazy because I'm pretty sure a lot of like I seen Method Man. He said, "Yo, I didn't." He used to sit back and wonder, like, yo, how these young cats is getting all this money. And then when he started seeing, like, how the internet works and all that, he was like, yo, we could have been doing this shit. You know what I'm saying?
that's why it's like that first swing, like, damn, nigga. Like, the
Yeah,
stage we at right now is that first swing, like, damn, maybe we can fuck this nigga up.
yeah, they could have been fucked the game up. But
But the question is now, do we keep swinging, or do we just get beat up?
I mean, eventually, all right, as far as the music business, right? I think the music business, you're going to get some sort of breakthrough,
Yeah.
because first and foremost, there's not as many labels, as far as like um labels around. And the fucked up thing is, eventually there's not going to be as much money in the music, because you got to think about this, right? They went from selling hard copy albums for $20 a pop to now streaming and all that shit. So you already know there's some sort of hit in the money. That's why the shows, like the live performances and ticket sales is where it's at. But eventually, when it don't become profitable, and it's not like this big juggernaut where they could eat off of for years down the road, is they're going to eventually, let that go. When they can't own your masters and own your royalties the rest of their life. Yeah,
Well, then what will be after that though? Because isn't media like the most like that's the most influential thing? That's why they want it so much. Because what
well,
really
well,
runs shit?
well. See, they wanted the exact. You see, you just hit the nail on the head. They want it for the influence because you can control. If you look at it now,
Control the media, control the minds.
Yeah. You control the influence. Look, Boozy hasn't had a hit in God knows how long, but the fact that he's such an influencer on social media, they got him in pocket. They don't got Boozy in pocket for his music. He's not making records, but if they need a message, they need an agenda. Yeah, Boozy, go out there and say some shit. You know what I'm saying? That's where the money is now. The money ain't
Oh,
in the
you
music
damn!
as
You
much
think
as the
Boosie? You think Boosie trap? You think he done signed to he with the people?
What? Come on, man. Boozy up there. Anytime I see a motherfucker buck dancing for,
Cause
Kamala,
no.
like that.
Look, I listen to his music, but I'm not that deep into like personality side to make a choice on that. But from what I hear from the people, they look at him as like a person that stands against people and shit like that. Maybe because he be saying the anti-gay shit, but they be saying he be like against the industry and shit.
Nah, nah, nah. Hell no, bro. He out there. He pushing narratives. He's selling agendas. What? Okay. Good. What? Why did he speak out against Kanye?
I mean, look, I seen the Vlad clip. Now, like I said, I'm not that invested into his personality, more so the music. But from the Vlad clip, it just seemed like Boosie just a real street nigga. Like he just not educated. Like he don't really understand what Kanye was saying for real, for real. So to him, it do sound like some crazy shit. Cause he don't really understand type shit. Like he just a real street nigga who really did. Let me not say it like that, cause real street niggas is educated, but like he not like Kanye type. Like he don't fully understand it yet.
He don't fully Boozy. Come
I
on,
don't know.
come
I
on,
don't know. I don't know.
come on. That brother's smart enough to know what's up.
From the clip, from what I seen, it just
He
seemed
know
like
he know what's up. Niggas play dumb. He know what's up.
you right. Niggas do play dumb. You right.
He know what's up. He know what's up. Like, you know what I mean? He a mouthpiece. He a puppet. You know what I'm saying? What Meek Mill speaking out against him for? You know what I'm saying? Listen,
But
Meek
look at
Mill,
but that's what I'm
Meek,
saying though. Back to earlier, look at the position Meek in now. Now that nigga he got kicked off the label now. So you think that nigga ain't about to start trying to talk to Kanye once Kanye get his shit back up and running? Cause that's why the position he's in now. Like Kanye already has the stem player and shit. Like
how long has Meek Mill been bitching about Atlantic Records?
for a minute. That's what
For
I'm
a
saying. Since
minute.
he don't fuck with him now, he's gonna eventually like be on Team Kanye now. Like, he about
So why now? Why now? Meek Mill been
because
knowing
they didn't kick
he,
his ass off the label now.
but Meek Mill been knew his ass
Because
was
that
getting
look
jerked.
that's what I'm saying. The niggas know, but niggas just choose. Like you said, niggas choose to play dumb. Niggas
Right.
know, but he like, damn, what the fuck I'm gonna do? I'm
Right.
gonna just sit in the
So
back.
so so why are you speaking out against Kanye? You know what I'm saying? Dude, this it's all a game. This is a game. They bullshitting. They bullshitting.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm gonna tell you this, right? If Meek Mill feel like, oh, what is this? A play to try and get motherfuckers away from what's Jay stream shit?
Who?
What's Kanye streaming, John?
Oh, the stem player.
All right, the stem player, right? This sound what Meek did sounds like Meek trying to start up some shit that's backed by the powerful motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, we're gonna have our little stream play. It's not gonna be called stream play. It's gonna be Streamlab or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, you saying that's what Meek tried to do, or that's what the stem player is?
No. If you look at the play, sometimes you got to watch these plays, right?
Mm-hmm.
Meek Mill, man, I might as well drop my album on Cash App or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, damn, don't that sound like what Kanye was saying? last week, but this week, last week you was dissing a nigga.
Yeah,
Now this week
that's
you
what I'm
talking
saying.
about
That's now since he's in this position, eventually he's gonna.
but he been in that position. He been in that position. He been
His
fucked.
eyes wasn't fully open though.
His eyes been open. He been. Yo, the nigga said
Or
something
like I
about.
keep saying, niggas is like, damn, what I'm gonna do? Fuck it, I'm gonna just keep my mouth shut and continue to get this bread. And now
Yo,
that you're in a position to where it's like, damn, I can't get this bread because the niggas gonna kick me off my shit. Damn, I acted stupid.
nah. Look at the play. Look at the play, bro. Look at the play. Listen, Meek Mill came out 2 years ago and said Atlantic Records stole Roddy Rich from him. You know what I'm saying? 2 years ago he said that. 2 years ago he was bitching about how the record labels play each other against him, and you know what I'm saying? Like he been speaking out about this shit, right? He been saying some wild shit. Then he gets completely dropped. But then at the same time he talking shit about what Kanye is saying. It don't make sense. But now all of a sudden he talking about dropping music on Cash App. The motherfucker he trying to set up his own little play, like what Kanye's doing. You know how motherfucker listen, a motherfucker tell you, yo, don't spend your money over there. Don't spend your money over there. Come spend your money over here. That niggas do that play all the fucking time. You know what I'm saying? Try to deflect, you know what I'm saying, your attention from what's going on over there to have it come over here. You know what I'm saying? And I guarantee you, if Meek was to pull some shit like that, it wouldn't be fully under his control. That motherfucker has some investors. Yo, Meek Mill is supposedly best friends with the Sixers owner, Mark Rubin, right? Michael Rubin. If your best friend is a billionaire like Michael Rubin and Robert Kraft, you on yachts with this motherfucker. What the fuck you crying about Atlantic Records for, nigga? You could have
That's
been
why I
got
keep
rid of
saying.
Atlantic Records.
We don't know what's in motherfuckers' hands. I mean, what cards they got, so we just gotta let that shit play out. We don't know. We don't, cause look, for a minute, Meek Mill's gonna continue to do this shit, and he gonna make his money because he Meek Mills, but he's not gonna make that same money he was making on the labels. Kanye, Kanye got the power to still like make that like once he get his shit established, like not now, but a couple years later from now, once he get that shit established, he's gonna be back to making that Kanye money. And a nigga like Meek that don't got the full game plan gonna be like, damn, I see what he was trying to say. Like it's gonna take a minute for niggas to realize the play in motion. Once he realizes that he's gonna go over there, like it's just time.
Meek people was powerful enough to get this nigga from a 2 to 4 parole violation.
He's surrounded by powerful niggas, but Meek himself don't know that's what I'm saying. He don't know the full graph of this shit yet.
Meek is in pocket. He in pocket. He the full graph. He know the full graphs. He know it. He know what's up. He's in pocket. His shit is signed, sealed. He can't go against. We see this is the thing. You thinking that Meek is now turning on the machine and he's trying to sell his shit? No, he not doing that shit. That motherfucker. It's an angle with this nigga. It's an angle with him. The more and more I think about it, it's like, yo,
what do you think the angle is though?
It ain't. Trust me, it ain't. It ain't independence.
You really just think it's just to step on Kanye's toes? You think that nigga Meek just that petty to just be like, man, don't fuck with that STEM shit. Fuck with my Cash App mixtape. Like, you think he did some petty shit?
Man, listen, listen. These motherfuckers is clever, bro. We thinking they declaring independence. They ain't declaring independence. They just trying to usher in the new shit. You know what I'm saying? They could be ushering in the new shit. Like, yeah, we're gonna buy direct from Cash App. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and the next thing you know, all the labels is gonna start doing that. Yo.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you motherfuckers could usher. It's really not. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I went back out, but what you say?
Oh. The easiest way to have motherfuckers thinking is some, like, you know, some revolutionary shit, and for real, it's just another phase in the machine, bro.
No, look, I get what you're saying. I definitely get what you're saying. But I'm saying, look, from an honest standpoint, this don't look like this. Really look like some organic shit. Because that's what I'm saying. Like, even you gotta even think of like the way that like the streaming platforms are set up and shit. They're not gonna start taking money through Cash App. You know how fucking unstable Cash App is. A nigga could buy his shit and fucking try to get, man. That shit is not, niggas is not gonna leave Apple Music to strictly like, it's not no backdoor play like that. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is just organic. Like, Meek then got kicked out. He was blinded or choose to keep his mouth shut. And he got kicked out. Now the nigga fucked up. And shit. Now you gotta sell his shit other ways.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. We it's gonna be
in the
interesting.
same
We're gonna
position Kanye is, but he just look different from Kanye because Kanye actually got shit he started building on the side. Like,
I don't know. Let's see how this joint play out. Let's see how it play out because I don't know. It could just be a play. It could just be a play. You know, like they really trying to fuck our head up. Like, oh man, yeah, man, we going independent. We're going independent. Let's sign up.
I don't see the labels fucking doing switching the.
I don't think it might not be the label. It's a such thing called a hostile takeover, where you know they could, you know, the labels ate long enough, and you got a whole nother team of motherfucking handlers trying to usher in some new shit. Tell me, Meek, listen, Meek in pocket, bro. Meek in pocket. Don't think that's the last nigga. That's the last nigga.
But and look, and that's what I'm saying. Maybe because you don't understand like look, all right, basically it's like this, like Meek selling his shit on Cash App is like the nigga that
it was Cash App. It was Cash App and something else.
Now he back to selling dimes. Like,
no, it was the Cash App and something else. He said, "What up?" Well, he said he about to.
And JPay. That's the shit that you said, nigga. The JPay.
Okay, JPay.
The jail shit.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this isn't like no fucking like. All right, if it was another Kanye, like another nigga like Kanye that had like another title or stem player or some shit like that in the cut, and they was like, yeah, I'm dropping my music on that, then I could see what you're saying. Like, this isn't like no like fuck you to the label type shit. If anything, the label's like, yeah, nigga, now you gotta sell your shit through Cash App. Nigga, all right, half your clients is gonna fucking request their money back and shit, nigga. Your Cash App get banned and shit. They laughing type shit. Like, that's not no. That's what I'm saying. He is in pocket. You are right. But this is showing a nigga that was in pocket, that kept his mouth shut, and didn't follow the revolution, who might be from ignorance or might just be from him wanting to just choice whatever. But now that the labels done turned their back on him now, it's like, damn. It's salty, like, damn, the nigga I was just dissing for going against these niggas, I'm gonna need his help now. Like, that's what it is.
Meek is a direct, like, descendant of Jay-Z. I'm not.
He was in pocket.
I'm not talking about as far as like, you know, kinsman, but I'm talking about as far as like he studied the
blueprint,
the blueprint of Jay-Z, right? I'm gonna give you two examples, right? Jay-Z said that, you know, he's gonna become the president of Def Jam, and it's gonna usher in a whole new thing. And they got all the Kanye turns his back on Dame, signed the Def Jam, all damn near all of the rock. They just Def Jam just took. Now they all thought that Jay-Z was going to, like, you know, revolutionize the music business, and he's the president now. Everything's going to be fine. Everybody got, I mean, no Vaseline fucked, right? Everybody. Second example, Jay-Z ushered in the title stream. We're going full streaming. The artist is going to come up and title this, title that. They had this big press conference. You had motherfuckers signing over to Madonna, all these big music motherfuckers signing over the title. And next thing you know, he's selling it. Same thing with the Brooklyn Nets. Oh yeah, we bringing the Nets to Brooklyn and gentrified the whole Brooklyn neighborhood.
But look from the jump before all that shit, when fucking he crossed Dame, like we done already declared Jay-Z as the nigga that obviously is not for the agenda. We done already declared that. So any move he make after that is like, that's not like we not even counting that shit. Like nigga, you already done showed your colors. You already showing you running with those people. So nigga, keep your mouth shut. Run with those people.
Yeah, Meek already did that
You're not
too.
changing shit. Like I get what he probably was trying to change shit. Now this is probably what happened. Once he
No,
started seeing that
he was
shit,
never
he probably
doing
was
it.
like, "Fuck, I'm gonna just keep my mouth shut."
No. Jay-Z was never. When Jay-Z said that he was bringing the Nets to Brooklyn, that was supposed to uplift the community and bring all that. The only thing that shit did was gentrify that whole fucking borough, and all them black folks got kicked
Bro,
out. The
that's what I'm
brownstones,
saying. Like
it was disgusting what he
Jay-Z,
did.
but that's what I'm saying. Like Jay-Z been showed his colors. He been showed that he's in pocket. He's for those people. Like he not,
Meek did the same thing, bro.
and that's what I'm saying. Now that the label ain't fuck, he sold us out for those people, but now they ain't fucking with him no more. So now he's stuck.
No, bro. There's something called control opposition. Meek is just, to me, I'm just saying, the optics of it. This looked like a controlled opposition move, man. You don't say what you said about Kanye, as far as everything that Kanye's been saying, and then a week later say, "Oh, I'm declaring independence. I'm trying to sell my albums on JPay and Cash App." Like, huh?
I think that's what he's getting confused. The nigga ain't declared independence. The nigga got dropped. The nigga had to go independent. He didn't choose to not fuck with the label no more. That's what I'm saying. That's why I can't be no outside. If you really look at this, the nigga stopped fucking with him. Because before this, he started trying to buck about how he wasn't getting as much money as he felt as though he was supposed to get. That's what I'm saying. Niggas get pissed off. Niggas either get pissed off, blackballed, get kicked out the industry, or they fall off. That's what happened. Instead of falling off, the nigga he started talking about how he wasn't, that shit. Oh, y'all niggas owe me this, and if y'all don't give me my shit, then I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. Then all right, nigga, fuck you. Kick them out the industry.
All right.
Niggas.
Let me ask you this.
This ain't no backdoor play.
Let me ask you this: do you think Meek's in pocket?
He was.
He was, okay.
Now the nigga got kicked out the house.
Do you think Kanye's in pocket?
You know who this nigga? You know who Meek? You know the situation he in right now? Empower when Rock killed Scrappy, the nigga with the one eye. That's who he is right now. He was the loyal nigga, and he just got kicked out the house now. So what's he gonna do now? Shit, he was loyal. He was in pocket.
Okay, let's see how this all plays out, man. Look,
I don't think that they still have control of him. They really kicked that nigga to the side. Because you can tell from his actions. That's what I'm saying. Like him selling his shit on JPay and Cash App is like a fucked up move. Like, damn, nigga, they done kicked me out my shit. I can't post my shit on Spotify, none of that shit. Because if I do that, they can get paid from it still. Like,
okay, all right, look, we're gonna see how this whole thing play out, man.
If it was like that, then Meek would have got dropped, right? But he would have had some shit on the side that's like STEM, but his own shit. But then behind the scenes, it was really owned by the labels. Like that would have been the back door. The nigga ain't got no streaming platform. Like he ain't got no shit that's giving him leverage.
Yo, no. See, that's what I'm saying.
The nigga got to sell his shit.
You gotta watch. You gotta watch the play. You gotta watch the play. Listen, it could be JPay and Cash App now, but if you see some new shit endorsed by Meek Mill next week.
You're right.
If you see some new shit.
Now,
if it's not,
if he keep selling his shit on JPay, and then the nigga go to Kanye like, damn, Kanye, let me sell my shit on STEM. They ain't fucking with me over there.
Okay. Then it wasn't a play. Give it some time. Let's give it some time. Let's see how this whole thing work out, bro. I gotta go, bro. This was a dope conversation, man. We definitely gotta, do it again, man. We covered a lot of shit tonight, man. We've been on here for 2 hours. Man, I gotta take my ass to bed, bro. But I mean, any last words before we get out of here?
Shit, no, I don't know. Like the video.
Yeah, like it, subscribe, man. We'll be back. We'll be back with another show, a day or two from now. Like the video, share the video. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. We're going to be bringing the hot topics, the hot discussions, man. Like, we might even open up the panel one day. I don't know. Appreciate it, 4 or 5. I definitely appreciate it. But yeah, we're gonna get on out of here. Have a blessed night and a blessed weekend. See you next time.